Echo 3-1, Viper 1-1 on approach, ready for tasking. What's your position? Roger, 7-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds.
Good evening, Pipips. And if you're joining us, you're of course joining us for your regular weekly recap show. And it is Clan Wars Season 3. And with me, as always, I have my lovely co host. I don't want to call you assistant because that sounds like dodgy. NSeeker707, how are you, Seeker?
Hello, people. I'm good, thanks. And yourself, Yaki?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's been a bit of a challenge this week, obviously for me, but life goes on. Life goes on. And guys, if you are joining us, of course, we have some new background gameplay video for you, and that comes to you courtesy of Project Alpha. And this was a game that they streamed between Gig 797 and Dark Divine Alpha was the game, and this was a hardpoint game of the first part of the season, and some cool background video there. So if you are watching with us tonight and in between screens and so on, you will see some good play either by Gig or by Dark Divine Alpha. So that's the background video.
Really nice bright colors here for the teams.
Yes, and
I like it.
and the thing with Gig that I like is it actually looks like a bit of a Springbok team there, right? You've got the green and gold there, and then the gold and white on the other side. It actually looks pretty nice, actually. I watched this stream. Obviously I watched the things through before I put them on, and it was actually quite a nice game to watch. And Gig played very well, yeah. Obviously, on the night, Dr. Van Alpha took the win, but it was a really, really nice game to watch. And as I said, guys, this is of course brought to you by Project Alpha. Now, for the people on the stream out there, if you have joined us already, thank you very much for joining. Please let me know in the chat whether everything is all good on your side, good audio, good video, and that sort of stuff. This is the last time, actually, that I will be coming to you from where I am right now. The next time we speak, hopefully, if everything is up and running and I can manage to get everything up and running, I will actually be coming to you live from a new studio. So I'm actually building a little bit of a streaming studio, and hopefully next time you hear from me, it will be from there. So let's see.
Sounds like you're, moving to the moon.
Well, I don't know. Some people might call that area the moon. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But how was your week, Seeker? How did you enjoy the week so far?
It's been quiet. See, we had one game with GSG. Evil didn't have a game this week due to forfeit. So yeah, rearing to go, getting into games again. Be fun. Yay.
All good.
Love Hardpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. Hardpoint. Look, I'm not really that good at hardpoint, right? Because I tend to not really memorize the cycles and things. But I enjoy it. If I play with people who know the cycles, it's obviously a lot more fun because they call out next one is there and whatever. But generally speaking, I me, I'm a running gunner, right?
As usually Seeker going, the next hard point is at the containers.
Nice.
And then,
Nice.
yeah.
So, Sika, who's joining us on the stream so far?
All right, so we had a very, very early join for us there. Gummy Bear came in, just checking. Then, of course, we have Lisa, Little Green Monster. We've got Rocket Links. We've got Justin Brooksy, who we can now calm down because he's here. Falcon Apple is here as well as Michael Hayward and the Bartman from CPR. We've got one from Evil, Constant Glitch from CPR. Who else do we have here? Black Satyr Ranger is here from UB, and of course our Stats Master and the Freak Show is here from CPR. Senjin is also here from FIB. I don't see Floofy though, so I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, well, we'll see, right? Hey, and I see Deadshot joined us as well. But you know, Floofy, right? I mean, he'll probably like fall in the door like 10 minutes late and be like, sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, but I'm really disappointed. So, CPR, you can just let Floofy know for me.
Yes, because we have some CPR peeps there. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
wild goes the WhatsApp group. It's all good. It's all good. But any case, guys, if you have joined us tonight again, thank you very much from my side. If you're already subscribed to the channel, you are awesome. If you're not, you can become awesome by hitting that subscribe button. And also remember to hit the bell to get your notifications whenever we go online. And of course, if you like what we are doing, please remember to give us a like on this video. Some positive feedback is always cool to hear about. And tonight we are coming to you with the Week 9 recap show for Clan Wars Season 3. It is becoming a long season, Seeker, right?
It is.
I mean, the teams are taking some serious strain, right? I mean, we started off with, what was it, 52 teams?
52 teams, yes.
And I mean, we are heading into week 10, which effectively means that after next week, there's about 4 weeks or so remaining until the end of the tournament. And we are down to how many? 40 teams now, right? So 40 teams still competing. And along the way, we have lost some peeps, some guys who are taking strain, who are finding the tournament very, very long and draining. And, that's the analogies that I always use, right? Broke a shoelace, pulled a hamstring. What was the one you said the last time?
I can't remember.
It was some athletic thing that you used as well. But yeah, so definitely some of the teams taking strain. Look, it is a long season, right? I mean, I'll give teams that. It's longer than what we would normally do. I mean, normally by this time we would be in the reward show, right? Around week 10. Whereas this time around, week 10 is still probably about 4 weeks off the reward show, right? Or almost 5 weeks off the reward show. So very long, very draining. But Clan Wars is not. It doesn't only test the quality of teams and their team play. It also tests the resilience, right? It's like I said to somebody this afternoon. It's the Dakar of COD leagues, right? If you join, it's a tough road. So yeah. I see Quest has also joined us. I am Quest and Blank. Blank, you joined for the recap show, but you don't pick up your phone on a Friday. What's up, buddy? What's up? I sent Blank a message on Friday saying I need to have you on the broadcast, and Blank never replied. So I don't know what went wrong there, Blank. You should really let us know. And
are you scared of us, Blank? We'll be nice, I promise.
Yeah, no, we won't ask you like weird questions while you're in the hot seat.
Yeah, like about Blank gamer water.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. Right. So guys, obviously last week we had a little bit of a teaser around a giveaway that we are going to do, and we invited everyone to come and have a look at what that exceptional giveaway is going to be. Wait, let me first see what Blank is saying here. I shall join you guys. Blank, we know you know us. All right, so what we'll do is at the end of the show, we'll just confirm with Blank, and he can publicly say that he will be on the broadcast. Anyway, back to business. So last week we teased a little bit, right, about a giveaway that we are going to do. So, Seeker, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up an image on the screen, and then you are going to tell us what that image is all about, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
I'm so excited about this. You don't understand.
It's up. It's up.
I want it. All right. So, guys, so we were approached by a lovely gentleman who makes sort of collectibles for games and stuff, right? So we decided, okay, well, we're going to help showcase this incredible product, and at the same time, we're going to give it away to an awesome viewer and an awesome fan of Clan Wars. So what we are going to do, if you look on your screen, you can actually see it's the Damascus versions of two of the weapons in Battlefield. The M4 and the name of the second one escapes me. But
in Battlefield.
Did I say Battlefield?
You
I'm so sorry.
did.
In Call of Duty. All right. Yeah, so this stuff is incredible. You can see the amount of detail that's gone into it, and the amount of work and all of that. It's really, really amazing. You can see scale down on the right-hand side as well, as to just how big it is, but it's basically a set altogether. And what we're going to do over the next week is we're going to put a post on the Call of Duty ZA Facebook page. So I'll share that link with you in a bit. But on the Call of Duty ZA Facebook page, we're going to. Oh, it's a car. There we go. Car 98. So yeah, on the post, what we need you to do is we need you to share your favorite loadout on that post. Go and like the Facebook page of the collector, who's the guy who does these things, and of course, subscribe to Clan Wars YouTube channel. And next week we will do the giveaway based on those loadouts that have been shared with us. And yeah, you have to be present at the recap show next week to be able to actually win it.
Absolutely.
And obviously make sure that you are a fan of the collector, and that you are subscribe to our channel and following us on Facebook.
Right, so in a nutshell then there are 4 things that we will be checking for, right? So first of all, you have to submit your loadout. You have to, now obviously to submit on that page, you are most probably going to be on the Facebook page already, right? So that's actually one thing. So submit your loadout. Number 2 is that you went and you actually liked the collector's page. Now guys, just to tell you that the name of the person who actually creates these is called the collector. It's like the bone collector, right? He's actually called the collector. So you have to go and like that page. And then the third thing is you have to be subscribed to the Clan Wars YouTube channel. And of course, the last thing is you have to actually be on the chat or on the live stream next week, Sunday, when we do the draw. So if we call out your name and you're not on the live stream, we will move on to the next person. But guys, as Sika indicated, I mean, the detail on these things are, it's absolutely amazing. And I mean, just so you guys understand the amount of work that goes into this, these models are hand painted. So if you look at those skins, those are that's the Damascus skins, and it is absolutely done. I mean, it is in so much detail, right? I mean, obviously some of the close-up pics I don't have on here, but you guys will see it. Is when you, if you really enlarge the picture, the detail on these things are, it's absolutely amazing. Now, obviously, the way the set has been set up, if you look at the sort of the main picture in the middle of the screen, is it's set up to look like like your gunsmith table. When you pick your weapons and you want to do your loadouts and stuff like that. So it's obviously set up in that sort of way, that's the way that it looks. And this is a set or a model set, actually one of many, guys. There's quite a few that has been created already by the collector, and also he does models for other games as well, right, Sika? He's shared some stuff with us around what he does, for example, for PUBG as well. There is some Battlefield models and things, as I understand, also, and you guys can see the scale on the bottom right hand side, and really this is for somebody who collects game
yes,
what do you call it, memorabilia or collectibles or whatever you want to call it, right? This is absolutely amazing stuff, right? And it's a decent size. It's not a sort of a small thing. And again, the bigger the model is that you create, the almost the higher intensity of detail you need to have, and these things are quite detailed, but done exceptionally well. So Sika, from what I understand, during the week you will share also a post, with some of these pictures on, and that is the post where people then have to go and call out their loadouts, right?
Yes. So yeah. So the loadouts, the picture of your loadout has to be on that post, so we can just keep track of everything. But I
Okay.
will put that out tomorrow, with all the details, because Justin says it's a lot of instructions. So everything will be put out on that post, so you can just make sure that obviously you go and like the relevant pages and all that kind of stuff. But guys, the one other thing about this is, you can see the Clan Wars Esports logo, that has been created for it as well. So it's literally the only place you can get it is by winning this giveaway.
And
So
this
it
will,
really is a one of a kind.
yes, and also the collector has indicated to us that this particular set that is made will also not be reproduced. So
Yeah.
this will be a one of a kind collectible item with the Clan War shield and all of that sort of stuff attached to it. And it will be a one-time thing. Yeah, after there might of course be similar sort of sets, but this particular one will be a one of a kind. So I think that's really cool. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's freaking awesome. I
As a
mean,
collector myself, I would die. Obviously, I can't take part in this, but I
like,
would die to have
well, if you
this.
could take part, we wouldn't be giving it away, would we?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's nice, thank you. Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Sika, I reckon, I mean, I can see the chat there, and it looks like people are really liking it and think it's
Yeah.
quite cool and quite awesome. So, hopefully, we'll get some good entries this week after you put out that post on the page tomorrow. And we're going to be giving it away, right, next week, Sunday, to one of our lucky viewers. And I'm actually looking forward to that quite a bit. But
I'm not looking forward to giving it away. I mean, it's
don't
nice
lie.
and all.
Don't lie. We
For
like
other
giving away
people.
stuff.
But it's so pretty.
Yes, it is. It is. It is indeed. It is very. I mean, look, I'm a very finicky collector, right? I collect only
Hmm.
certain things, but I would definitely like, would have liked this as well. Again,
Yes.
I mean, we can't take part, but I would have also snuck it under the table here, definitely. So there we go. There we go. Next week, Sunday, guys. That's when we are going to be giving this away. But again, in the week, watch the Call of Duty ZA page or the COD ZA page. Sika will be posting a post out there
It's up.
tomorrow with all the
Oh,
instructions.
but the link is on the chat
Yes,
as
the
well.
link is on the chat,
Yeah.
but with all the instructions. Again, there's basically just 4 instructions, but we're trying to cover quite a few things with the giveaway, and then next week, Sunday, we will be giving this away. But I think this is absolutely awesome. I think it's really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yay.
All right, I'm going to leave that up there for another 2 seconds. And while I just look in the chat here, if there's any questions, I reckon people are probably going to ask us what the instructions are again. So, yes, that will be on the post. And there we go. I think it's very cool. Right, taking that down then for the moment. So, guys, if you have joined us for tonight, thank you very much for joining. If you have just joined, you have joined us for the recap show for week 9 of season 3 of Call of Duty Clan Wars. And we've just been speaking about the giveaway that we are going to be doing next week, Sunday. And just a reminder that the background video tonight is brought to you by Project Alpha. And this was of a game between Gig 797 and Dark Divine Alpha. And it was a very, very good game as well. So that is your background video. So, Sika, anything in the chat that I should be aware of, or anything that people are saying before we move on
Just
to our next
it just
segment?
seems as though Deadshot Rosin and Black Side Ranger are doing their own little 1v1 here for the gift or the giveaway.
Oh, yes?
Um, but I'm watching. Watching you guys.
Should we tell Black State Ranger now that he's not eligible?
I don't think he knows. I think we have to have the discussion afterwards.
Right. So, guys, just so that everybody else knows, of course, anything that we, any competition or giveaway that we run, of course, our league masters are, of course, unfortunately, not eligible. And I'd hope now I don't have league masters resigning tomorrow. Thanks,
Oh,
Yaku.
it seems as though.
It was very nice, but I really
Yes,
want that
yes.
collectible.
Oh, Black Side Ranger is heartbroken.
No. Yes, that's how I felt. See. So, guys, in any event, so the idea with the maybe that's an important thing to mention just before we move on to the next segment. But the important thing, guys, to remember that with these with this particular giveaway that we're doing it as a promotion, specifically for the person in our community. Again, he goes by the name of the Collector, to promote a little bit of. I almost want to say it's artwork, right? I want to say to promote
Yeah,
his artwork,
it
because I
really
mean
is.
it really is artwork, that, right? So of course, once the giveaway is done, there might be other things available, and of course he might of course extend that at the end to become a viable thing to either create for specific clans or people, or sell on his website, or whatever may be the case. But it is a little bit of a promotion, and if we can do that for community members, then of course we also take the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, but I see
So
Black
there
Seder
we go.
Ranger's already got a workaround. He says he's not a league master.
That is a technical point, by the way. That is a technicality. That's a technicality. So there we go, Deadshot. For now, you have won the 1v1.
And Justin's about to get a bunch of friend requests as well, because he says if he wins, he'll give it away.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, okay. He's not a league master, so still eligible. Right, yeah. Are we going to move on, Sigurd?
I think so.
Right. So the next part that I would like to quickly talk about is, guys, as you know, I did mention it a little bit earlier in the stream as well. It is becoming tough for teams. I mean, we are heading into the last part of the season. We are heading into week 10 of a 14-week cycle, and it is becoming draining, right? Some teams are dropping by the wayside. And just as a reminder, I have put the rewards back up there on the screen, and of course that is what teams are fighting for. And on the left you have the more team-based awards that we will be giving out at the end of the season, and on the right hand side you have the individual-based awards. Now, if you watched about 2 weeks ago, we had the mid-season recap of the stats and how players were performing and teams were performing. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that show. It will show you all the stats and how we measure and do all sorts of things. But just as a reminder, those are the rewards up for grabs. And of course, we started out with 52 teams in the beginning of the season, and there are currently still 40 teams in the running. So look, even though a couple of teams have dropped off, 40 teams, there's still more teams in the running at the moment than what we started season 2 off with, right? So,
Yep.
the competition is fierce. And I think the thing that is extra hard for teams is how long this season is, and trying to keep their teams together and the guys motivated and all sorts of things. It's not easy, right? It's only the best teams that make it to the end. So let's see what happens there. Right, Siki, you ready to move on to the results for tonight?
I think so.
All right, I'm going to move on to the results, and let's start with Division 1. Now, just before I do that, just a reminder to the guys that, of course, there were quite a few teams who had bye weeks this week, and you will also see it on the divisional tables. But this week for Division 1, there were 2 games in Division 1. The first day was between cross-platform rejects, and they played against Untamed Beasts. And the Beasts came out slaughtering, right? And CPR is a very, very good team and not an easy team to play with. So, actually a very easy team to play with, but not a very easy team to play
not
against. Right? And well done there to the Untamed Beasts, who managed to take the win. 750 points over the 671 of cross-platform rejects. And as you guys know, this was on hard points. So if you see scores that close, it was a damn sweaty game, right? It's not easy on hard point to get scores that are that close to each other. The second game there was between Gunslingers Elite, and they played the Phoenix Phantoms. And well done to the Phoenix Phantoms, who took the win there with 700 points over the 605 from Gunslingers Elite. So
I see in the chat people are like, wow, that must have been an incredible game. Obviously, that UB beats CPR. But you guys will see there are so many upsets in this week's results. I'm saying upset, and I spelled Untamed wrong. Anyway. But you'll see there's quite a few upsets in this week. But I think it's just because, with domination, teams, obviously some teams play domination a lot better than hardpoint, and some teams play hardpoint a lot better than domination. And as we go through the hardpoint weeks, we're going to see some teams rise and some teams fall and all that kind of stuff. So I think that it's actually going to be really awesome.
Well, I mean, clearly, Untamed Beast this week, came
Tamed
out.
beasts.
Yeah, well, they tamed the
Sorry.
hard point, if you ask me, right? But again, I mean, with the score that close, it was definitely a sweaty game. I mean, hard point, you see much bigger gaps than what you see in domination, and this actually looks like almost like a domination score, right? Anyway, very good in Division 1. Two very good games. Moving on to Division 2 then. Division 2 was a very busy division this week, sure. They had 4 games there. The first game, of course, was between FIB, that's First in Battle, and they faced off against the Gunslinger Girls. And you put Gunslingers Elite there, by the way. So,
Oh my gosh.
just saying. so GSG, in fact, Gunslinger Girls.
Wow.
And FIB.
And I'm a part of Gunslinger Girls. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I know you're watching.
And First in Battle, they pulled off the win there against the girls with 750 points versus the 217 from Gunslinger Girls. The second game there, Dark Divine Gaming, and they faced off against 797 Green is Good. And Dark Divine taking the win there, 750 over the 173 from Gig. The third game, Project Alpha Tarkmach, they faced off against Lifeline Gaming, and LLG coming out with a blast, with 750 taking the win over the 464 from Project Alpha Tarkmach. And the last game there, Brotherhood of Beasts, they played against Motion Esport, and again Brotherhood of Beasts with the win there, 750 points over the 359 of Motion Esports.
Okay,
Now,
so we also have a comment in the chat that the Bob results are the wrong way around. That is not my fault. Sorry, but that wasn't my slip up this time. At least it wasn't my third slip up of the night. But yeah, apologies for that. Yeah.
So please correct me if I'm wrong then. You're saying that Motion took the win with the 750 over the 359 of Bob.
I think so. If I'm reading Black Sailor Rangers comment correctly, it seems as though they are swapped around.
Okay, so it was probably swapped on the website, I think so. All right, guys, we apologize for that. Little things like that do creep in. So it was then, so can I just correct that on stream then? 750 points for Motion Elite, taking the win over Bob of 359. The scores are definitely correct. I've checked them in the background now while we were talking, but they are definitely swapped around.
Yes.
Rightio. So moving off Division 2 and moving on to Division 3, who only had one game this week, and that was the game between 4Q M8, and they played Project Beta Tarkmach, and with 4Q taking the win there of 718 points versus the 562 of Project Beta Tarkmach. And 4Q, I played some of the guys the other night. They're still dipping. You know what? Sometimes I get shot by someone, and then I get a tea bag, and the first thing I do is I go to the tag to check if it's a 4Q guy.
It's not how can I say, it's not as easy to sort of dip in COD as it is in Battlefield.
Absolutely,
because things are happening so fast, and the mechanic is not quite as smooth.
No, it's not.
But yeah.
No, I can tell you, I've tried dipping once or twice, and I can tell you almost every time I get killed, like on the second dip. It just happens, right? You don't always have time for that sort of thing.
Unless you're playing Search and Destroy, then you have a little bit more time, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, you. Just saying. All right, moving off then Division 3. Now, of course, Sika, this week we had no games in Division 4, so we're going to go right to Division 5. And in Division 5, there was the one game as well only, and that was the game between B1 Gaming and Falcon Gaming. And Falcon coming out there very, very strong with the win of 750 points versus the 562 by B1 Gaming. And I must tell you, I actually thought this might have been a little bit closer, but Falcon in that last game, because I managed to watch this game, Falcon in that last game pushed really, really hard, right? So they managed to tie up that win with the 750 over the 562 of B1 Gaming.
again, traditionally, this is quite a big upset because B1G has been doing extremely well in the sort of domination side of things. So Falcon has
Yeah.
done an incredible job taking this one.
I
So
must tell
well
you
done,
though
guys.
that Falcon, even in domination, I mean, it wasn't like Falcon was a weak team at all, right?
No, not at
I
all.
mean
But I
they were
mean,
like right up there, but B1 was very very strong
B1 though.
in
Yeah.
domination, right? Whereas now it seems it's flipped around a little bit with the Falcon boys. I think they're quite enjoying the hard point, if you ask me, because it was they came out very very strong, eh? Right. So dropping off Division 5 then and moving on to Division 6. In Division 6, there were two games played this week. The first was between MSMK, Monkey See, Monkey Kill, and now this I would definitely mark as an upset.
There was your upset.
Right? And not because Divine Gaming, the Viserion team, was not expected to win, just because the Monkeys was on a winning streak, right? So
Yeah.
this is the first game that the Monkeys have actually lost in the entire season. And, they were up for that Untamed Award, which got broken by Divine Gaming. Sorry, Monkeys, but they still...
I think it was that video beforehand.
I don't know. Look, the Monkeys still came out with a hell of a showing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they came out to win and they came out to play, and I mean, you can see by the scores. I mean, it's not like there's a massive gap or anything like that, right? I mean, it was a really close game, but at the end of the night, Divine Gaming, the Viserion team, managed to rack that win up, and they took the win. There were 750 points over the 624 of the Monkeys, and there we go. Finally, the Monkeys' win streak or kill streak got broken. Eventually, it has to be, right? I mean, there's got to be, a team that faces up, and of course, that was again. I mean, I don't want to say it's an upset because it sounds like I'm saying Divine Gaming, was expected to lose.
But that was always going to be an incredible matchup,
Yes, I
regardless
agree.
of who won. But I
I
think
agree.
that Divine Gaming just with that video they put out, they really messed with MSMK's brains.
I don't know about that. The Monkeys don't get messed with that easily. But we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. But well done there to Divine Gaming, who managed to pull off the win. The second game there was between the Notorious Thugs Osiris, and they of course played 4Q2. And Osiris taking the win there with 750 points versus the 196 from 4Q2. And that is Division 6. Moving on then to the last division, that is Division 7. And in Division 7, there were 3 games played. And look how close this was, right? So the first game there was between the Notorious Thugs, and that was the Regicide team. And they played Rex, Rise of the Expendables. And Rex skimming the win there from them with 600.
I actually I just want to tell you,
Yes.
the Notorious Thugs actually took 2 maps against Rex.
Okay.
But the scores were so close that Rex eventually took the win on points.
Of course, but I mean, it's about points at the end of the night, right?
Yeah.
So Rex taking the win then there with 691 points versus the 668 from Notorious Thugs Regicide. But as you said, the Thugs took 2 maps, but the scores were so close that that one map that Rex took pulled them through to the win, right? So very, very well done there. But you can see by the scores. I mean, I actually didn't get to watch that game, but by the looks of the scores, it's a game I need to go back and watch, right? The second game there, Charlie Tango Cockprod or CTK, they pulled off the win against Digital Devils with 750 points versus the 186 of the Devils. And the last game there, again, from what I understand, was an exceptionally close game. That was the game between Predators and the Lords of Latency. And the Predators managed to hook through the win on that one with 709 points versus the 684 of the Lords of Latency. So some very, very close games here in Division 7 as well. So there we go, Sika. That is the divisional results for the week.
Very, very close games there. I think, going forward, I think a lot of teams are going to go a little bit more try hard. And,
Well,
all out.
hardpoint generally is a little bit more try hard, right? Because you've only got that 1 point. In domination, you can sort of cycle around. If I lose one, I can take another one. If I'm being pushed back on, A, I can go to Bravo or whatever. Whereas with Hardpoint, it's the thing, right? It's the one thing. I've got to try hard to get it.
It's the only thing.
It's the only thing. So there we go. So Zika, before we move on to the top players for the week, what's happening in the chat?
I just got saying that teabags smell a little differently in COD to Battlefield.
Like what? Like more?
Like a little bit more salty and sweaty. Yes.
You think so? I think they smell more. I think they smell more of gunpowder, to be honest. Because every time I do a dip, I mean, I get gunpowdered from the back. Wow. So there we go. So Zika, it's over to you then for the top players of the week, and you tell me where you would like to start.
I think I'm going to start at Division 7 this time.
Nice. Let's do that. Division 7 is up for you.
Right, so Division 7, Week 9. Score-wise, Dragon PDT from PDT with 21,240 points. We got Kevy2409 from the Lords of Latency with 21,175. And Ace Bear 123 from TNT Regicide with 19,585. KD ratio belongs to CTK this week with Scooby Dude with an incredible 3.36 KD on it hard point. That is really, really something.
I'm going to do that every time this guy's name comes up, all right?
Of course.
Right, carry on.
All right, then we've got 69 Boy from CTK with 1.94 and Psychedelic Experience from CTK with 1.77.
Nice. Very well done there. So CTK dominating the KD ratios here for the week.
Yeah.
And then some good splits there against in the scores, right? I mean, not too far apart there. Right, moving on to Division 6 then.
All right, Division 6 for Week 9, we've got Synoptics from MSMK with 23,645. We've got K-Dog ZA from Divine Gaming Viserion with 21,195. And Mark Titan also from Divine Gaming Viserion with 19,450 points. KD ratio this week belonging to TNT Osiris Omen with 2.37, Discount Octane with 2.31, and Surge with 1.66.
Well done there.
Also
to
some
Osiris,
really great
right?
KDs there.
Well done to Osiris. I mean, they obviously killed. Right, taking
They
off
killed a lot more than they died.
Yeah, there we go. Well, pretty much, right? Right, moving off Division 6 and onto Division 5 for you.
Right, so Division 5 Week 9, we've got Arprexy from B1G with 23,635 points. Then we've got Falcon Gaming, Flashy Ox with 19,165, and Tac Rogue Matrix with 17,570. Again, Arprexy at the top there with KD of 1.61 from B1G. Flatter Water from Falcon Gaming with 1.28, and Flashy Ox again with 1.27 from Falcon Gaming.
We should introduce this guy, Flatter Water, to that other guy.
To Velpro.
Yes. We should introduce these two guys. Together they can be Fresh and Salty Water or something.
Flat and salty.
Flat and salty water, like a little 2v2 thing going or whatever. Make a little water team. We can call them the Water Boys.
Oh my gosh.
I can be very creative, right?
That is great. I like it.
But obviously, it seems that this week Falcon doing a very good job on both score and KD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So because there were no Division 4 games this week, we are going to move straight past Division 4 and on to Division 3 for you.
All right, Division 3 score belongs to Full Cube Mate this week. Crispy Bacon Bits to 17,045 points. Brendan 03109 13,985. That's a lot of numbers for me to call out. And Barnatki with 12,570. KD ratio this week, Scarp 11 from 4Q Mate, 1.42. And then, of course, Project Beta Talkmach Wolf 140142 with 1.35. And Arkham Knights PS, also from Project Beta, with 1.27.
So two of these names, the one in the scores, the Brandon and the one in the KD Wolf. If you, that's
Wolf.
like, yeah, that's like combinations for a safe or something, right? It's 140142 and with a
If
KD of
anyone,
1.35. Yes, like it's a
yeah,
lot to
if
say.
anybody picks up their ATM cards or
No, don't say
something like
that.
that, I think you should try those numbers.
No,
Just saying.
no,
And
don't.
if those are your numbers, I would
No,
change them.
if you pick up an ATM card, go and hand it in. Damn it. Right. Moving off Division 3 then and on to Division 2.
All right, Division 2 this week. Score belongs to Motion Gaming or Motion Esports with Reborn 2703 with 17,595. Sad Panda with 17,220 and Xeno with 16,880. All right, KD ratio this week. Report me, please, from Dark Divine with a KD of 2.74. I should think you've been reported a few times. Panda G from Dark Divine as well with 1.92 and Reborn 2703 from Motion with 1.85.
Very nice, very nice. Dr. Vine doing well, but of course it looks like Motion owns the scoring this week, and obviously, of course, well done to Reborn there from Motion as well.
And I have made my third spelling error of the week.
Oh, really? Who's this?
Yes, Xeno. It should be an X instead of a Z.
That's
Oof.
I would have
I
gotten
don't
that
like
wrong
being
as
under
well.
pressure with these things.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. So Xena should be an X. Okay, cool. But I mean, still well
There we
done. I
go.
mean, good scoring. Good scoring. Moving then on from Division 2 and on to the last division, which is Division 1.
Division 1 for week 9. Shady Lurker from CPR with 20,605. Perplex ZA also from CPR with 19,655. And just 300 points behind him, Jules from GSE with 19,355. KD ratio this week, Perplexed ZA again there with from CPR with 1.47. Shady Lurker again from CPR with 1.42. And Dionysus?
Dionysus.
I had this thing that I was going to get this name wrong, and I practiced it so many times before the show, but I still got it wrong. I apologize.
It's
From
the-
Phoenix Warriors.
It's Dionysus,
With 1.
right?
I think so.
I think that's some sort of Dionysus, if I remember, is some sort of Greek god. And
Yes, it is.
not exactly sure
But
which
it's
one. It's the one
actually-
of the bull, I think. Dionysus.
But on his gamer tag, it's written so nicely that you can actually read it nicely. But when you're actually putting it on in this font, because obviously everything is in capital letters, it doesn't work so well
Yeah,
to read
you've
it.
got to double check, right? Right.
All right, so that KD of 1.40.
But looks like CPR dominating a little bit, both score and KD wise, right?
That's correct. Correct. Of course, Shady Lurker and Perplex obviously doing a very good job this week for CPR.
Very well done. Very well done. So, guys, if you are out there, congratulations to the top players of the week. And of course, as you guys know, we track all those stats, and that is done by our stats master, which I'm happy to report, by the way, is saying he's feeling a lot better. If you guys were on the show last week, you would have heard that our stats master became part of the Corona stats, and we were quite concerned. And this week seems to have been treating him well, and he let us know that he is feeling better. So I'm also quite happy about that. And there we go. We are tracking those stats in full force. Right. So, Sika, what's happening in the chat before I move on? Anything I have to call out or missed? Or
Actually, one is saying that one of our players has finally found his home, obviously with Valprey and Flatter Water. He is also Varsvarte Vis. So there we go. We've got a trio for you.
I'm telling you, we should create like a little team thing. We should get those three guys. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, right? So while we're talking about the broadcast and stuff, right? Here's what we're gonna do. So this coming week, hopefully, Blank has now managed to chill a little bit and be not so busy as he is normally. And Blank will hopefully join us this week, Friday, for the broadcast. And then I think what we try and do, I know we want to keep the broadcast to a sort of a single guest, but I think it would be very cool if we get the three water boys on. We get Varswatervis, we get Valprey, and the new guy, which name I saw tonight.
Flatter water.
Flattered Water. I think those three guys. So if these guys are in your team, please let them know that we will either contact them or for them to give us a shout out. And this will not be this week Friday on the broadcast, but the following week, and we'll call it the Water Boy Show. I'm going to do that.
You're actually lucky because we also had another member of Evil who was Stinkvateres. So,
yes.
but that name has changed now.
Ah, okay.
But yeah.
No, I think we keep it at the three water boys
Varswater.
that have been
Yes.
spoken about up to now, right? And I think we have the three water boys on, and we find out a little bit about their names and where they are and how they are playing and that sort of stuff. I think that'll be very interesting. Let's do that.
I think so.
Let's do that.
Let's see if we can get them on.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on then to the last part of tonight's show. And guys, we are trying to keep the recap show to roughly about an hour. Of course, Seeker also has a game after this tonight. So just bearing the time and things in mind. And I'm going to start with Division 1 from a tables perspective. And on your screen now, you have the Division 1 table as it stands right now. And for the moment, at least, at the top, we have CPR, and they are on 5,734 points, and followed closely there by UB with 5,314 points. Of course, both those teams have had their 8 games now to date. In third position, we have GSE, and they're on 5,186. And just below them, the team of VDT on 5,116 points. Now, of course, VDT has only had 7 games, right? Because they had a bye week. So they still need to catch up a little bit when they're not in their bye week cycle. So we will see their score going up a little bit. And of course, they are our Season 2 champions. So still watching them with falcon eyes. Then in position 5, we have the Phoenix Warriors there, and they are on 4,943 points, followed by Evil in 6th position with 4,594. But of course, Evil also still with a game in hand. Mm-hmm. Right, moving on to Division 2, your Division 2 tables. They are, at the moment, you have at the top there FIB, which reigns for the moment with 6,734 points. They are followed very, very closely by Dark Divine.
It's just Dark Divine.
By Dark Divine with 6,538 points. Motion Esports there in third position with 6,204 points, and the girls GSG there in fourth position with 5,563. In fifth,
yes, and I'm going to reiterate it. Sorry, it's Gunslinger Girls.
Gunslinger Girls. There we go. In fourth position, 5,563. In fifth position and just below them, the team of Project Alpha Tarkmark with 5,157, and LLG there in sixth with 5,028. And just under the 5,000 mark, we have Gig there, 4,326, and they are followed by Bob in the 8th position on 4,295. Moving off Division 2 and onto your Division 3 tables. Division 3, hard division this. We have Divine Gaming there, and that's of course the Dragon team with 5,871 there at the top. They are followed by 4QM8 on 4,853 points. Project Beta Tarkmach there in third position, 4,763. And then we have the team of Blur on 3,776. But of course, Blur still has a game in hand. And then we have the forfeit teams, which I'm not going to call out now. So hopefully this week when Blur faces off, their score will also increase there a little bit, and they'll go into the 4,000 segment as well. Closing off Division 3 then and moving on to Division 4. In Division 4, we have unfortunate news that we actually got today. Mm-hmm. And that is that the team of TNT Amuba will unfortunately forfeit as from this week. There's been, I don't know, let's call it some changes within the team structure itself, and unfortunately they will not be able to partake anymore, and which is for me really sad because they've been doing exceptionally well there, right? So effectively they will start moving down the table. So from this week In first position actually is the team of Fear with 6,336 points. They are followed by FTWK with 6,259, Invasion Gaming there with 6,167, and then of course the team of Blur 2. Now Blur 2 also experiencing some player issues. Again guys, we are getting far into the season, and the teams are definitely taking some strain in terms of, pulling out all the stops, right?
Yeah. Their relay team lost a member.
Yes, the relay team lost a member. There we go. That was the analogy, right?
Someone tripped and broke an ankle, unfortunately. So,
right.
Yeah.
Going on to Division 5 then, and Division 5 we have the team of OGC Esports leading the pack there with 6,603 points. They are followed very closely by Falcon Gaming with 6,336 points. We have B1 Gaming there in third position with 6,085 points, and they are again followed closely, actually very closely, about less than 50 points. By the team of Boar on 6,041 points. We then have the Phoenix Phantoms in fifth position, 5,548. And then, of course, in this division, the three teams forfeiting was PWPK, Nex, and Zion. Moving off Division 5, then on to Division 6. And unfortunately for the Monkeys, that kill streak got broken. But they are still at the top of the table. And they are on 5,824 points. Followed closely there in second position by Divine Gaming, and that is, of course, the Viserion team with 5,653 points. Then moving up in the ranks a little bit this week is Zold, and they are on 4,877 points. And, of course, they still have a game in hand as well. But a very close gap there between them and the team of the Notorious Thugs Osiris team, also with a game in hand, on 4,747 points. We then in fifth position have Outlaw Gaming, 4,392, and they are followed by the team of 4Q2 with 4,372 points. So again, less than 50 points between Outlaw Gaming and 4Q2 there as well. Very close division. And lastly, moving on to Division 7. And in Division 7 at the moment, the guys on top of the hill there is the team of CTK with 5,909 points. Then less than 300 points actually between them and the second team, which is Rex, 5,691 points. And then very closely, again, less than 50 points. The team of PDT or Predators, they are on 5,646 points. We then in fourth position.
And then again.
Yes, again.
Very closely.
Again, less than 50 points, right? The team of TNT Regicide with 5,602 points. And in fifth position, let me just check if this is a little bit more than 50 points. The Lords of Latency with 4,822. And then in sixth and seventh position, we have SDS and Digital Devils Gaming. And individually there with the scores of 3,687 and 3,101. The tables are starting to look a little bit different than they looked a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And
we do have one question in the chat about Zold. It does say that they've got one forfeit, and Carl is saying that they've never missed a game. We'll get the League Masters just to check on that and make sure that the capturing was done correctly, because there was a forfeit game, but against them. So a team actually forfeited against them in the last week. So we'll have a check on that and just make sure that it was actually entered correctly.
Okay. Well, let's. I'll just make a note of that, and we'll check that. All right. Thanks for letting us know, by the way, Carl. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. That is the results, the top players, and the divisional tables for the week. What is the chat saying, Sika? What am I missing? What have we not covered? What should we be covering?
Not much. Black Slider Ranger saying he's already back on his feet and back to work tomorrow. And thanks for the messages. Of course, some people saying that's nice to hear. And people congratulating the guys on the top three. Oh, wait, Carl coming back saying we were meant to face a team and pulled out. Sorry. Okay.
So
you had me worried there for a second, Carl.
Even me, because we pay no attention to these things. So when
Try.
yeah, so when stuff comes in, I always go, did we miss something or whatever? So it's okay, Carl. We understand. It's a lot to manage, right? I have a great deal of respect for some of these team captains, right? And I don't think, especially people who always watch our show or follow the season, but perhaps are not partaking themselves, or are not playing in a team or whatever may be the case. I mean, this is hectic to manage, right? Getting your people on board, making sure all the players are ready. Even on the night, making sure the servers are set up, everybody's loadouts are correct. It's a tough job for captains to manage sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And again,
Sure.
Clan Wars doesn't just test how well a team plays, it also tests the team resilience, right? As I said right in the beginning of the show, we had 52 teams who started out the season, and we are down to 40 teams, right? So I'm going to throw it out there and say 40 best, because in my view, the best team is not only the team that plays the best, but it's also the team that actually is the best team, right? Stay together, can be organized, can be diligent, shows up for games, duels, plays the game well, right? So there we go. That's my 2 cents. I don't know if you have a different opinion. I don't think so.
Well, being a leader of one team, playing in another team, and managing all the teams, it's tough.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. It's not easy. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Righty-o, Seeker. You see, I managed to keep it to 4 minutes under an hour, and I started 2 minutes early, so I've got 2 minutes to spare. So I'm going to give you your call out. There we go. Go.
All right. So obviously, just thank you to League Masters for keeping us on track and making sure that everything is uploaded and ready for us when we need to do things. That is obviously Roxanne Holmes, or Home Girl, and Lisa Wilson, or Little Green Monster, and of course our stats master, Gerard. Oh, and you see, I've got this like thing in my head. I think I'm going nuts this week because I forgot to mention
Possibly.
Toxic Monkey, Ian, as a League Master as well. I think I'm going mad, honestly, too. But
Hey, and Ian
yes,
hasn't
obviously
left us, right? So
yes,
he
he's still
survived.
here.
He
He's still here.
survived the first 2 weeks now. So I guess
Yes.
Ian's in it to win it now.
Well, he might not be in it. I mean, Black Side Rangers already decided he's not going to be part of Clan Wars if he can't win the prize. So,
Yeah,
but
we'll
yeah.
have to talk about repaying that sign-on bonus.
I wish.
Yeah, I
But
know.
yeah, and of course, thank you to the team for sticking it out, and obviously a lot of organization goes into it, and we're happy to have so many clans that are still around and all that kind of stuff. It has been a long season. We will give you that. It has definitely been a long season, but
Yeah.
we are sort of getting into the fun part of it. I don't want to say domination wasn't fun, but Hardpoint is so much more fun.
Yeah, but look, I mean, like I said, we're going into week 10, right? So after
Yeah.
next week, there's about 4 weeks left until the end of the season. So let's see, right? Let's see who are the guys who were fit when they started. Right, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No worries. And of course, guys, don't forget to check out the COD ZA page tomorrow for details again on the giveaway. So if you weren't around for the beginning of the stream and you want to know about that beautiful, beautiful prize, I don't know if Yaka wants to bring it up on the screen again.
It's up for you.
So we're giving away a limited edition sort of prize from the collector, who is making it exclusively for us to give away on our page, which is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, I'm going to actually keep it up there for now, and so the peeps can see it. I don't know, some people sometimes join us late in the stream, and we did this right in the beginning of the stream. So there we go. It is up. That is what we are going to be giving away next week, Sunday. And as Sika said, she will be posting out a post, I think tomorrow, Sika, right? With some more detail and exactly what is required to be eligible for this. But yeah, the details will be on there. According to Justin, it's a little bit much to remember, so it will be on the post.
Brilliant. All right. And of course, thank you to the collector for this awesome prize to give away. It's
Absolutely.
amazing.
And I mean, what a talent, right? Again, I mean, I called it art earlier in the stream, and I guess, that's my view. That is what it is, right?
Definitely.
So guys, then from my side, I think that is what we had for you for tonight. Again, the gameplay that you have been watching at the back while we were talking, that came to you courtesy of Project Alpha. And it was the game between Gig and Dark Divine Alpha, which was streamed by them. Quite a nice game to watch as well. So thank you very much for that entertainment while we were in between screens. But from my side, I think I'm very excited to see how this coming week is going to pan out. I have some personal things to take care of this week, so I need to get some stuff up and running so that we can do that giveaway next week Sunday, and we will be back for that reward show for you guys as well. And of course, if you have joined us tonight, thank you very much for doing so. If you're already subscribed to the channel, you are awesome. If you are not, hit that subscribe button and you can become awesome. And also remember, please hit that bell to get your notifications whenever we go online. And if you would like, if you watch the show and you like what we do, then remember to give us a bit of a like on this video. We always enjoy some good and positive feedback. But Seeker, from my side, thank you very much also for you. It is lovely as always. I would hate to do this recap show alone, so really like having you around, because you're good with the names. And even though tonight the
apparently
spelling,
not with the spelling.
well, even though tonight the spelling let you down a little bit here and there, I would still probably have mucked up those names trying to pronounce them. So well done on that, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. There we go, guys. We hope you enjoyed tonight with us. That is all what we had for you. I'm Yakasawa for Battle Bros. Leave no one standing.